Beliveau, and I am here in front of my very first flip house, and I just wanted to take a minute to tell a little bit of the backstory of how basically I got on this journey. So I've been a real estate agent since 2005, so coming up on 16 years now. I have helped so many people buy and sell properties, invest in real estate, buy rentals, buy flips, and somehow over this whole period of time I had never embarked on my own project. There was definitely a phase in my career where I felt like I was too busy to take it on, and luckily this amazing opportunity came along at the perfect time for me. So just a little bit of backstory on how this house came along. Back in 2015, I actually started a Facebook group for alumni of my high school, Dulaney, which is not far from here. This house is in Timonium. And I've been just kind of administering that Facebook group for a long time. And in early December of last year, somebody posted that she had an estate property, that her mother had passed away, and that she needed some help disposing of the property. So we started private messaging, and at first I was just like, hey, I have connections, I could potentially help you sell it, or if you need an estate attorney or whatever the case may be. So we just started communicating, and it culminated in her saying, why don't you go look at the property and see what you think it's worth? And I said, absolutely. So at the end of the year, I came here and looked at the property, and in my mind, I was just thinking, like most properties that I go to look at, what's it gonna be worth and how could I help her list it? And I knew that the property needed some work, pretty much a complete renovation. So I knew that I was coming in to calculate what is the house worth now and what would it be worth after resale. So I came to look at it, and you're gonna see it soon, so stay tuned. And basically I walked through the home and did my normal analysis, and this has happened to me a few times over the years, but I just got this feeling like I should renovate this house. And this is actually a great time, and this home is in the heart of Timonium. It's very near where I live and where we do a lot of business in the 21093 zip code. We've even coined a hashtag, 21093, the place to be. You might have heard that on Instagram, probably not, it's fine. But either way, it just felt like the right location, the right time, and the property has some really unique qualities for properties like this, and I will get into it a little bit more when I tour you through the home. But interestingly, the home needs a lot of cosmetic work, but on the systems level, like the roof and the furnace and things like that, it's actually been really well maintained. So for a first flip for me, it's very manageable, and it's just value add in that I don't have to do the less fun, invisible system stuff and get to really focus on the cosmetics. So long story short, I went back to my contact and said, well, I didn't expect this, but I would actually like to buy the house. Can we talk about that? And she was like, of course. So I had already done an analysis at that point, and in a different video, I will go into exactly how I did that, but basically looking at what properties sold as is, as they are, when they need pretty much a complete renovation, and then what they're selling for. And I just kind of walked her through my numbers and what she would net if she just sold it directly to me versus putting it on the market and paying commissions and all the different things that go into the more traditional listing process. And we came to a fair number, went under contract in the first week of January, and we are now going to settlement in a couple days. So that's the story. I have assembled a really awesome dream team of contractors, as well as a space planner and interior designer to help me make quick and educated decisions on all of my cosmetic finishes. I have a vision for the property. It's going to be kind of what I talked about with my designer, is having it be a little bit of my own brand. So it's going to be an industrial modern look and really beautiful. So I'll get into that more when I show you the house, but that's basically where we're going. The ideal timeline for the project is going to be about 3 months. And with different pandemic delays and things like that, we'll see how all of that goes. And I'm sure it's going to be a learning process. I'm looking forward to documenting that and sharing the whole thing through these videos. So I hope you'll come along for the journey. So hi everybody, I'm Tina Beliveau, and welcome to my first flip 2001 Reuter Road. So we're gonna go inside in just a second, but I wanted to just show you the property. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath rancher. It's about 1,450 square feet on each level, so a total of almost 3,000 square feet between the upper or the main level and the full basement. And in my prior video, I had mentioned that this is a little bit of a unique property in that the owner had already upgraded a lot of the systems. So as you can see, And coming on inside. So as I believe I referenced, this is pretty much a full renovation. So as you can see right now, this is the living room. One of the things that we're hoping to work with is these original hardwood floors. They're in pretty good shape in most spots. There are some spots that are stained. So one of the early things we're gonna do is refinish and see how they do. As I referenced before, the style for this property is going to be industrial modern. So we are going to keep this functioning wood burning fireplace here and of course upgrade the doors and all the aesthetics and cosmetics, rip all of this out and do something very wow, probably with blacks and darker colors, and have this be the major wow moment when you walk into the property. But to give you the vision, we kind of need to walk through and see more here. This is the dining room, and if you kind of take a look towards the floor, this is one of the more trouble spot areas as far as the hardwoods. We're gonna sand down, see what we can do. We do have a backup plan to either go really dark on the floors or maybe even paint just the dining area and have this also be, I don't even know what the right word is, I guess an accent area. My designer has an amazing idea for that. So this is the dining space, and then if you follow me here, we're gonna come through to the kitchen. And I just wanna point out something. This is one of our trouble spots as far as layout. I have sold many, many homes in this area, and it is really atypical to have your basement stairway in between the kitchen and the dining room. So that was one of my first things where I said, I need a space planner because I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do here. So if you come around, you can see we have a nice kitchen space to work with, and what we're planning to do is to completely rip out these walls and basically have a half wall about here on either side of the stairway, have everything open. This wall is gonna come down, that dining room wall is gonna come down. For structural reasons, we'll need to put something called a header up here to support the wall, but the walls that go this way on the property are not structural. So all that being said, we're gonna blow this open. There's gonna be a breakfast bar here. And then if you wanna kind of turn and see the kitchen on this side, all of this will come out and be gorgeous. Right now, again, the aesthetic plan is gonna be white cabinetry, matte black fixtures, TBD on tile, lighting, everything else. And there will be a breakfast bar that will loop from here. And right now the plan is for the bar to actually come around here and wrap around the staircase, have 2 bar stools here, open to a nice big dining room, and that's your living area. So, you know, real estate 101 is it's all about curb appeal and first impression. So my mission is when people walk in this front door and see the fireplace, the kitchen, the open floor plan, that they're immediately in love, and that their love develops as they come through the rest of the property. So here we've got a coat closet that we'll be keeping, and then we're getting into some of the fun. So check out this bathroom. This is the hall bathroom. So right now there's 2 full bathrooms upstairs. We're going to keep them, yet massively renovate them. So you'll come to see in a second that the master bathroom is actually very small. So we're going to be stealing some space from this bathroom and putting it back into the master. And then this will be a beautiful hall bath. Aesthetics to be determined. So we've got 3 bedrooms here. Again, we do have good hardwood bones to work with. We'll be redoing, we're taking off all of the trim, all new doors, pretty much everything but the floor and the drywall is going to go. And also the windows. So that's one of my first things. And there's different timelines with the pandemic. Windows are running slow. So I'm getting those estimates right now and hope to have that in place so that we could install the windows about 2 months from now. This is the 2nd bedroom. Nice pretty space. Kind of unique window situation. I think we're going to turn this into one big kind of picture type window. And it's not my preference to have these small upper windows, but we're just going to make them pretty, make the best of them. And then we get to master. We have a really nice space here, plenty to work with. We're going to keep the closet where it is, and we're going to install built-in shelving and make that really beautiful and functional. And then let's take a look at the master bath. So I'll come in and I'll actually just give you a little sense of kind of the size and the scope that we're dealing with. So I've again sold many homes in this area, and these are common master bathroom sizes. As you can see, for a high-end renovation, most people would come into a space like this and potentially just be a little bit disappointed. So we are going to take a few feet from over here. And one thing that I have developed a clear vision for is that this space is going to be what's kind of called a European wet bath. So what that means is the shower is actually going to move here, and then the toilet and the vanity will go here. So right now, I'll just show you. Come in here. I don't know, but look at this shower. It's out of control. So we are not keeping this. At first, I was thinking we were going to have to make the best of this floor plan, but instead we're going to move the shower back here. And then what we're going to do is the floor, it's going to basically be like a completely wet area. So everything is going to be tiled or concrete. So the floor is probably, the working plan right now is for it to be just tilted ever so slightly this way towards a drain. We'll have the shower with a half glass door. And that's kind of what makes it the wet bath, is it's not completely enclosed. And then we will have the toilet and the vanity, and it'll be kind of a specific kind of vanity since it'll be, again, a wet area. So it's gonna be just a jaw-dropping, super special space. And for whatever reason, you will see bathrooms like this all over Instagram and Pinterest, but you don't see them in Baltimore very often. So that's gonna be part of our game plan. And then from here, that's the whole main level. There is an attic up here. We'll just clear that out. And then we will go down to the basement. Okay, so we're now down here in the basement, and as I had referenced, we have another almost 1,500 square feet down here. It's currently divided into 4 different rooms that I'll walk you through really quickly. We are going to knock everything out, and then the plan is to add 2 more bedrooms down here, and then a 3rd full bathroom, and then we'll have a family room, a laundry area, and then a storage utility area. So right now, this is currently one of the bedrooms. There are these cool built-in closets. We are going to take everything out, especially because our only window on this side of the basement is here. So what we're going to be doing is ripping everything out, reframing and drywalling, and then eventually the closets will actually go on this side, so we're not losing any of our valuable light. Just watch your step as you come through here with me. This is another space that we're going to reapportion into a bedroom. This is much smaller, so we'll actually be partially over into here. And then right here, and it's a little dark, so bear with me. This is another unfinished space. The 3rd full bath is going to go here because all of our plumbing to our other 2 bathrooms are right up here, so we'll tap into that, add the 3rd full bath here, and then this whole space, which is partially here, and then also through this wall, we're able to remove everything wall-wise except for these vertical supports. So it'll be a really nice open space. We're gonna have a family room. We're gonna enclose a laundry closet here. We'll probably drop the tub and just do washer dryer, keep everything kind of condensed so that the main living area is really beautiful. We'll be replacing windows. We'll have nice light in here, recessed lighting. We are thinking of possibly going industrial down here, keeping an open ceiling and spraying it probably black. We'll see if that idea sticks, but it's currently a working thought. And then back here, you'll just kind of get a sense of the property of, you know, there's still some clearing out to do. So I bought the house as is. Going to settlement, we will take it the way it is right now, empty everything out. The dumpster is coming the day after we close, and the demolition begins. So back here, there's nothing too exciting to see, but on a homeowner and realtor note, what is exciting is that the HVAC is from 2019. I had the house inspected for a general inspection, also for termites, and all the systems are in really good shape. The sewer line's been replaced, which can be a real trouble spot with homes this age. So it's very exciting, again, to build the cosmetic vision and let the systems be what they are for the most part, with some cleanup and touch up. And with that, we'll just go look at the backyard, and that'll be everything. Okay, so the last part of our tour, we're here in the backyard of the property. I just kind of want to show you a little bit more of what we're dealing with. So on the back of the home, as you can see, it's brick, it's in great condition. There's even gutter guards on the gutters. There's a little bit of a soffit that we need to tuck up. The owner, the prior owner, had even re-poured this new concrete patio that we're going to work with. So out here, it's really windows, touching up the paint on the handrails, installing a handrail down to the basement, some simple things like that. And then this shed is gonna go, and we're also gonna be clearing a lot of brush in the yard. This property is almost exactly 1/4 of an acre. As you can see, it's flat, it's open. This is an awesome yard. So we are going to fence the whole thing, clear a lot of the brush, and then over here you can see we have a lot more clearing out to do of just all of this overgrowth and different things that have just kind of been here for a while. So this is all gonna come out. We will fence it all, and that's the game plan. So I was just saying that this project is gonna be really interesting, and I'm sure it's gonna bring all kinds of challenges and things to learn, unanticipated lessons, and hopefully at the end, a beautiful final product and more flips to come. So stay tuned on the journey. I'll definitely be sharing more. Demo is up next, and then we'll go from there.